Let's try this again. It isn't going to be perfect. Can't expect perfection. But I've been thinking about doing a YouTube channel for a while, and I've kind of been waiting for the right time. But I realized if I keep doing that, it's probably not going to happen. And this is about the second take, because the first one had too many issues, I think. So I'm just going to do this. So, piece of metal I found by the railroad, flattened it out, and it with forging and then grinding to turn it into this. I have multiple of these actually, or I have many of these, so that's why I have this and that and more. Here's my forge, and here's my metal, and I have many things. I just went shopping for more things, got some upgrades, and more fuel for the forge, and well, here's something that's in the works, is cutting a piece of leaf spring, kind of like this, just in half, and then down the middle diagonally, and then forging that out. I plan on doing another video about this workshop later. Oh, and by the way, to be more explicit, I do bladesmithing. But I will go over this shop more in a future video. But before I show you the indoor shop where I do some of my other things, I want to tell you a bit more about what I plan to do and what I plan for this to be. Of course, I want to show bladesmithing, but I also want to show some of my other projects that I do in the workshop, and also some of the things that I think about, some kind of philosophies and thoughts, and it seems that people like hearing me talk about them, so I thought I could do that on the internet rather than just with certain friends and certain times. So there's also, actually, not sure that they're probably going to be kind of unorganized, unprofessional, and they're probably going to be a lot like this. They could evolve. As far as how big it gets, I don't know. I'm expecting it to be small, but if the channel gets bigger, then great. So it's probably just going to be me going around showing you things and talking as if I'm showing my friends my shop, or maybe showing them my projects, something like that. I want to use kind of fake name that I like and see if I can do a face reveal. We'll see, because I've had some creators on YouTube that I've watched not show their face for a while and then have a face reveal, and I thought that if I ever had a channel, I'd want to do the same. So I'll see if I can. Yeah, so let's show you the inside shop. Alright, this is the indoor workshop. It is in the basement, part of the finished basement, but this part isn't, since it's a little different. And there's more back there, but it's storage. I'm not the only one down in the basement. My siblings are playing video games, so you might hear them now and again. Who knows? But here's some of the things that I have. I'm just going to give you an idea what's in here. I also do some electronics. Made some small Tesla coils, but those are the stories for later. I don't know. I want to show you what I sometimes call the bombs, just kind of freak people out, which they totally can be, but, you know, hopefully they're not. They're just, that's why they're in this bag, which I have to kind of use both hands, so it'll be a little bit hard. Workshop is in its normal state, and which is not very clean. It's actually medium. It can get a lot messier than this. It's actually half tidy. So, yeah, here's some aluminum swords that I was making for a play that chances are I have yet to check again, but I think it's going to be during the school year, and the school year isn't really going to be, the school year is kind of done for because coronavirus. So I don't think the play will be happening. If it is, it would be in the summer, but I have lots of progress on these. They don't have handles, of course, and they're not completely finished. They're close to being, like, very shaped. And, you know, I can finish those if need be. Might do those anyway, but yeah, this shop will also probably get its own video about some things and some stories of what I've done in the past. A bit more about me. I am in the continental US, in the Central Time Zone, and I've been doing this kind of stuff. I started carving sticks when I was about 8, just taking a pocket knife and carving sticks. I have some pictures of those that I might figure out how to put in a video later. But my dad kind of started off with, around that time, my dad had these things, and kind of started using them some, and we started accumulating more. That's why this bench is so short, because I was probably about 10 when this was made. Plan to get a taller one now. And as far as where I'm at in skill and tool collection, I'm not a complete beginner. I have a little bit of experience, but I am not like an expert or professional or anything with all the tools I have. It's just, this is maybe to give some perspective, the belt is, this machine is half horsepower, and I'd be wanting something that is, I'd want a 2x72 instead of a 4x36 belt size. And this is half horsepower, and I'd want 1.5 horsepower. And larger drive wheels to make it would be a lot faster and a longer belt and have a lot more attachments and such for blade making, but I don't really have, it's kind of big investment, so it hasn't really happened yet, but hopefully sometime soon. But I think that could be enough for now. Actually, there might be some more things I have to say. Like, I don't plan on doing lots of editing. If I do, I might do a little bit of editing, but if I can, I just want to have it be still on video that I make, kind of like this, I hope. And later, if the channel grows, I might do editing, but this is just for me to have some fun, or just kind of share with people what I'm doing. And we'll see how it goes. Not trying to make a living off of it or anything, just wanting to share what I do. And I think I mentioned back in the shed that I was going to do some philosophy, and I think I want to also share knowledge, like what I know about swords, which is many things. I wouldn't consider myself an expert, but I think I know quite a bit. So I'll be sharing things like that. So I can probably record multiple videos in one day. There are lots of things I plan to do, many things that are in the works, many things that have happened that I want to share, and well, I can probably do just a short video like this, maybe once a weekday, kind of spread them out, rather than just doing, if I just do all the videos I know how to do, just like in 1 week, and just upload several videos a day, then that doesn't seem right. Like it doesn't have time to spread out, and maybe even build up an audience or something. I'm not sure if I can explain how I think that works. It just seems something subconsciously kind of know how it works, but you can't put it into consciousness. So, if I don't think of anything else in the next few seconds, I could call it there. Yeah. I haven't thought of anything. So, I think that's what I wanted to say. So, I'll see how this goes. And bye.